Hello everybody and welcome back to LMM, and we're still at the moment at my board, which must mean that it's time for another episode of Lawrie Goes a Little Loco. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment and you want more information about us or the things we do in our social media, then the links to our social media is coming up on the screen now. Now, long-time fans of the channel will remember in the first UK lockdown, I was sent a big box of model railway bits by my good friend Edward. And when the UK went into a second lockdown, which is now when I'm filming this, I have received another box. So the only thing to do really is to open it and share it with you guys. So here it is. Now, admittedly, I've opened this much to go, what was this? And then realised that it was something special. So, opening it up here. Right, well, this is slightly different to the last one. Firstly, we've got this pot here. So we'll put the big pot there and we'll look at what we're looking at here. So this appears to be another nice Tupperware box. And this one's got signals in it. Quite high signals as well. Look at them. They're massive, especially compared to a model railway locomotive, but they do work, which is always into. Why are they so massive? They must be for some reason. Because do I have anything to hand? I don't think so. But there they are. Massive, great signals. Look at those. And then, oh, part of a gantry. Oh, okay, so we can build a gantry with these because we got that. Is this part for it? Do these go together perhaps to make a gantry? I don't know. So we've got gantry bits. More gantry bits, so we got distance and home signals. What else? Oh, that's a lifty thing, although it looks like it should be O scale, not double O. Another bit of a gantry. I'm going to have to make a gantry thing here. Oh, that's cool. That's a little forklift. I do like the little forklift. That's cool. Lockers are useful. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. Another one. Oh no, I know what these are. No, they're not O scale. They're jacks. They're mobile jacks. Is there a fourth one? Oh, more signals that I've got to do something with. No. Yes, look, these things. These are cool. They're double O scale jacks. So you put them like so, and then you roll your locomotive in, and then it would be picked up by them. They're cool. That's great for a scene of well, for a workshop. Then another signal, distant this time. See, this is the kind of height I expect signals to be. Someone tell me why those ones got the extendo bar on them to make them even higher, because I don't know. Another signal, so I can now do signalling on the railway, which is kind of cool and important. A very, very faded distance signal that was once yellow, obviously been in the sun. And another signal here, and the ladder that should be attached to this one here. There we go, that's got a ladder on it now. Okay, so I've now got a load of signals. A little toilet. There's scenic items galore in here. Some more people. So I've got a little man here and another bloke. And a person on a moped buzzing around who's just fallen over and died. This bloke obviously goes with the forklift because he's dead. These bits here appear to look like they should go with the lifts because they're the same colour, but I'm not sure what they do. So we'll just stick those there. There's a pallet there for the forklift. That's cool. We can put. So I've got enough stuff here to do a modern. No, it won't pick it up. I thought it was going to. No, it failed. I've got enough stuff here to do more lockers, a modern layout. Oh, a toolkit like we have in the shed. Another man. More lockers. I mean, there's enough lockers here to do many things. Pump? Don't know. A wheelbarrow minus a wheel. That's very like what we have in the shed. So useless to everyone. More of these random bits that I'm sure are meant to go with those. A single barrel. And a man looking interested with his hands behind his back, like, I don't want to be here. Or maybe he's waiting for the loo. Not sure. Okay, so that was a good start. That is many scenic items. And then we've got some stuff up here which is all very different. This isn't model railway stuff at all. We have here a bus map for central area red buses and trolley buses. So this is quite old. 1960 on London Transport. Which is... Oh wow, that's a... I'm not even going to open that. That's actually kind of cool. That's something to look after. Then we have discovering traction engines. This is going to be... Oh, this is quite... Oh, there's some nice photos, isn't it? The light steam tractor. Okay, well, this is going to be some evening reading for me. This is question for engine... Oh, is this the Black Book test paper? Yes, it is. So, these are the rules exams for... So there's something called the Black Book, which is for enginemen. It's kind of like the Bible in kind of what we use. That's got your basic understanding of what everything is. That's the question paper, because it asks you lots of questions in it, and that's the actual questions. Liquefied petroleum gases, general safety precautions. Okay, I'm not sure why I need that. We have here instructions to staff engaged with maintenance on signal apparatus. Oh, that's kind of cool. These are some they've got that wonderful smell, like old book smell. Fabulous trains number 1, the Elizabethan. Oh, and it's got this ticket in it as well. These are really gorgeous things. 150 years of Western progress, Great Western. The British Railway. Oh, is this a map? Oh, wow. Oh, what a glorious thing that is. He says, trying to open it up fully. There we go. A map of all the... Oh, that's really cool. So on that, somewhere, I can't work it out, somewhere in there will be the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway. That's really, really cool. And in really good condition as well. That's amazing. What a superb thing to have. Aberdeen. And then we've got 5 go on a Western... Oh, this is the rebuild, the new thing for the kind of a modern Enid Blyton. And I used to love the Enid Blyton books when I was growing up. So that's quite cool. Right, so let's move all this over there so we can have a look at what other wonders are in here. Although I am quite chuffed to actually have some working signals now. This is going to make things a lot better. Although I'm going to have to build some kind of... I'm sure they're meant to be part of the gantry and these all go together to make it. But I don't quite understand that. So next up we have wrapped in newspaper. Oh, I know what these are. They're cable drums. Okay, and that is a cable drum. Okay, so we have more scenic items, so I can actually do the scenic thing. That's kind of exciting. And here, okay, we've got a ScotRail van, so that goes with all this stuff here. And also a EWS wagon devoid of all couplers, but they've got the little lift out things that you can put new ones in. I think I've got some spare, so that shouldn't be too hard to bring that back into service. And that's quite a nice looking thing. So that shouldn't be too bad to get going. What else do we have? Some track, okay. Good, more straights. Oh, in fact, notably more. Oh, hello. Has that got anything in it? Nope, that's nothing. But we do have more points, so I can actually start doing a proper layout with that. And then, piece of plastic. Why is there a piece? Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That's an LED street lamp. Oh, that's cool. I've always wanted to play with those. Okay, so that can go with that. So I've now got an industrial setting with a street lamp. Yep. And then, oh, another box of, I'm going to say tat, because it basically is. There's wonderful things here, like telephone box. I don't know. It's a industrial thing. Oh, pallets now. Pallets for the forklift. Oh, wow. Look at all this stuff. Ah, he drops it. Oh, mate, there is so much in here to build a layout like an industrial scene with pallets for the pallet forklift. And wow, oh, wow, I can decorate an entire yard with these. The scenic possibilities here are almost endless. Pallets. I've never even I know it sounds stupid, but I never even realised they're pallets. Modern seat for a bit broken, but modern seat for a layout, you know, a railway. More pallets, more of them things to go on pallets, more pallets. There's a lot here. Signs, more standy uppy things. This is all obviously off a layout. Fancy bit, an armchair. I have no idea why there would be an armchair at all. Another bit of a sign. Pipes. Oh, litter bin. Oh, I love the little details like this. There's a lot in here, and it's... Oh, there we go. Another modern chair with a lady sat in it. A line side railway boxy thing. TPWS box, possibly. WS, yeah. Anyway, line side communication box. Another line side communication thingy box. Another armchair. I don't understand why I've got armchairs, but fine. Another man reading a paper. More pallets. More of the silver things. Broken. More pipes. Wow, there's so much in here. More bins. I've got barrels in here. Let's just do that. It's going to be the easiest way to deal with this. Otherwise, we'll be here forever looking at various bits of whatever. But more bins. I don't know. Oh, is it a ticket machine? It's definitely a ticket machine. People, flower pots, all kinds of bits and bobs in here. That's quite cool. That's very. There is enough here to actually build a layout with. So, what on earth is that? It's AK's model kit. Anybody want to tell me what this is meant to be? Because I have not got the single foggiest what that's meant to be. Some specialist wagon for moving stuff about? No idea. Absolutely not a sausage. What else do we have? Right, that's a big one. And this feels like... Oh, what's that? What are they? Are they... Oh, TPS, TPWS grids to go on to layout. Okay, this is all for modern stuff. And then we've got that, which is a Great Western Auto Coach that looks lovely. Oh, and even got Didcot on the side because my friend Edward is a volunteer there. So, by process of elimination, I'm not looking, but is it a Great Western Auto Tank? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's got a piece of plastic. It looks about the right size to be an Airfix Great Western Auto. And it says on the end there, it's a piece of plastic. These are some of my favourite locomotives in the entire world, Great Western Auto Tanks. I just thank you very much, Edward. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now, bearing in mind that Airfix haven't actually produced ready-to-run locos in donkeys now, the amount of detail on of them when they came out was fantastic, because that still, compared to a modern locomotive, is absolutely perfectly acceptable. That's a perfectly acceptable model. We'll have a bit more of a look at that in a minute when I'm not so excited about pulling stuff out of here. I'm excited to give that a run and see what that will do. That's quite good. And there's even still stuff in here. So we've got some more bits of track, which are brilliant, and straighty track. And what's this? I don't know, something in newspaper again. Oh, metal bit. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's something metal, but that is just amazingly cute and diddy. Look at that, bless its little heart. That's my kind of vehicle. I would like to own the real equivalent to that. That's gorgeous, is it not? What's that? This is big and heavy. Some kind of massive truck, I guess. Oh no, it's a water tank. Oh, wowzers. Oh, I can make a proper little scene now, and that's genuinely exciting me. What else do we have? Oh, that feels like rolling stock. It's like Christmas. It's a tender. It's a BR tender. It's a collet. No, it's not. Is it collet? Yeah, it's a collet's tender. It's a collet's tender. That's what it is. It's collet's tender. So that means somewhere in here there's going to be... Oh, that feels heavy. That's going to be it. Oh, look. I love these. Collet's goods. Now, admittedly, not my favourite livery. I prefer either plain Great Western or British Railway, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I am very excited. Is it a main line or is it a Bachmann? It's a main line. Okay, so it might work. It might work. They're doable. Oh, there's another cable run here. There is so much stuff. What's this then? Oh, it's another line-side vehicle. Another British Railway, look like an Austin van? Not sure. Not good on my old commercial vehicles, but and then finally one last thing, which is this, which it's a towed brake van. Oh, in British Railway livery. Oh, that's very nice. Who is it? Is it a Hornby or is it? Yes, it's a Hornby. Oh, that's very nice as well. Oh, this is quite the haul. Get rid of the crackly stuff. Right, so that's the box got rid of. So, I mean, the obvious thing at this stage is I better set myself up a layout and we'll test out these things and see what they do and put some of the scenic stuff out. So I'm excited, and a massive thank you to Edward, because, yeah, it's proper, a bit of a Great Western bias, isn't there? But let's see what happens if we put some power behind these things, eh? Right, so the best thing to do is let's lose those. So, and you can sit over here now, I think, on the side, like so, while we try and work out what we're doing with any of this. There's too much on that to do anything with. And let's open up this and see what this is like. Quite lovely, actually. Got a real love for these. Okay, yeah, no, Airfix did do their couplings like that. Again, so it's got the interior detail. It actually looks really nice. So let's park that over there, that over there. These, I'm going to need a new tub for scenery. Can go there, lose that, and let's lose that. Well, I suppose the obvious thing to do is we've got some straight track here to save me having to go and find new stuff, is to put this together, and then we'll plug some power into it and we'll see what we can get. So we'll send that there, and then we've got 3 straights here, so this should be enough as long as one of these is a Hornby one. Yep, that's a was a Hornby one. I think I can get a controller in there. This white one here is now my test piece. That's fine, that can go here. That's got no fish plate, so I can't use that. And that's only got fish plates at one end, so I can't use that. All of this has only got one fish plate. Edward, that has just about got a fish plate. Now, obviously these have come off a layout, we can very much see that. So let's do that. Well, that at least gives us a short bit of running, doesn't it? And I need some more fish plates, apparently. That's fine, that's fine. So let's stick that on there, and then underneath the board I've got a transformer to hand. There we go. So let's grab one Bachmann controller, which is relatively simple, and one power clip like so. So we'll stick that into there. He says, nope, we'll stick it into that section. Genuinely, one of the hardest things about model railways is getting the power clip in. That in, which may or may not contact there. So let's try, ooh, that's close. Let's try the 1400 first. And what happens when we give it some power? Oh, no, there we go. Oh, perfect. We'll put that there, because that'll make it look nice, won't it, as it comes up next door to that. I mean, it sounds like it could do with a service, but they are quite noisy, the Airfix models. Go on, you. Now, I'm running out of track to do this, but for the simple joy of simple life, away it goes. So I've lost half my running line, but it is just quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, it definitely needs a service, I think. But that's fantastic. Or what we can do is we uncouple this. Come on, let go. I command the let go. Wait, thank you. Is we can just put the brake van behind it, and then it basically looked like every heritage railway ever when they started. It's a bit reluctant to start, but you know, when it goes, that's fine. Oh, what a joyful little thing that is. We've got a signal as well, so we can put the signal here, put the signal there even, and be like, right, give you a signal to go. There we go. And away it will go. Whoops, wrong way. Go on, where you go? Go. There we go. So a little reluctant to run, but I'm sure we can deal with that. I imagine if we give this a running in, that will probably help matters enormously. As I said, the wheels look quite good and clean. It doesn't look like it's done much. It might just want a service. Now, this is mainline. So I'm not convinced that it will run. I will be, you know, it's much older, and obviously, and mainline did have running problems. Oh. Oh no, there we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. There's life, but not as we know it. Oh, it wants to. It definitely wants to. Oh, there's contacts issue. Okay, we should be able to solve that. Now this will be mainline who started the... okay, here goes. That's better. Now they started the split chassis thing, which is the bane of many model. So I imagine this has got split chassis syndrome because it's running lumpy. But we can probably do something about that. There'll be another video trying to figure this one out and trying to work out. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it just needed a... No, it doesn't want to. Yes, definitely an unhappy engine there. Yes. Oh, well that is definitely spares or repair right there. Although it's getting better. I wonder what the state of the wheels are like under this. Oh, I mean, is that going to be the... No, it's not. They're perfectly clean. I imagine this will be suffering from the mainline problem of it's under here we have a twin metal chassis, two chassis rails. One side is positive and one side is negative, and the wheels pick up from that, and they have a plastic axle in between them, and what happens is the axles go. Or it could be the motor. I mean, it is an old loco now, so finding a motor for it will be a challenge, but it kind of wants to go, doesn't it? Oh yeah, look at that for a smooth runner. I kind of wonder if we give this just an oval, if it will just work its way back into life, because it's coming back, isn't it? I'm going to build an oval. I think that's the next thing. We'll put an oval on and we'll give that a run, and we'll see if this will actually do anything. So stand by, and I might see it. No, I'm not going to see it. I'm too excited. I want to get this up. So we'll see what happens. Go on. Oh, it's so close.
Managing to resist the urge to set up any of the scenic items, I set about gathering all my available track and trying to figure out whether or not I could avoid moving the plateau and risk throwing any of my nice new shiny scenic bits into the abyss. And slowly but surely it came apparent that my board is way too small for what I'm trying to do. And so after fiddling with some track and realising that many of the pieces I had were actually fish plateless or damaged in some way, I moved my vast array of signals and, slowly but surely, created myself an oval.
So first up, let's give the little 1400 a run. So that would be quite nice, won't it? Give this a... Well, as expected, it runs and it goes quite nicely. In fact, considering this thing has sat dormant for, I have absolutely no idea how long, that's actually pretty decent coming straight out the box, isn't it? In fact, I've got no complaints at that at all. Look at that go. I mean, it is maybe a little noisy. In fact, it's very noisy. That's a very noisy mechanism, but it is quite an old model, and I'll accept that for the fact it's quite good. I mean, that's a pretty decent crawl, isn't it, for an old model? Let's see what it goes in backwards. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, guys, but there's a definite squeal there of a... Oh, there. Oh, that's a... Oh, yes. So, this definitely needs a service. That's a dry motor right there. But, I mean, that said, it seems to run really well. I mean, that's far better than I could have ever hoped. So, let's do this and put the auto coach behind it and make it into what is the most Great Western thing I can think of. When you think Great Western, this is what I straight away go to. 1400 auto tank and the auto coach. It's just the most Great Western thing I can think of. It just looks fantastic and sums up the Great Western. Little branch lines running through the countryside. It's fantastic, isn't it? I kind of want to build a layout just to have this on and just have this absolutely gorgeous little tank engine running through. And bearing in mind that Airfix haven't made models for years now, these look really good when they come out. I mean, that's totally acceptable by today's standards. I mean, okay, you can see, I think, just the top of the motor inside the cab, but really, that's a really good model. It's totally usable on a layout today, and they will blend in with your more modern stuff. That's very good. And of course, the big thing with an auto coach, auto train, is you couldn't do this, or that motor is not happy. That's definitely not a happy motor. But you can drive this from the other end. Now, it works like on lots of branch lines, you didn't necessarily have a run-round loop to run round and pick up the train and come back again. So, like a modern DMU, the driver got out and got in this end. And I've had the fun experience of being in that end with a driver. And it's great because all your controls are linkages. They go from up here, and I think they go down through the floor and back that way. So the driver's got control of the brake and the regulator, and back on the cab, the fans lift below to look after the water, the fire, and the reverser. So you've got to work together at opposite ends of the train to control. It was quite a wonderful thing. And I've been on steam engines when we've done auto workings. I've never done a 1400. I've done pannier tanks with an auto coach with the auto fitting, which is quite wonderful. The only downside is obviously you've got to have a mechanical linkage from this end to that end. So it does mean that uncoupling and recoupling is a bit more of a hassle. You know, everything's got to be disconnected and reconnected. So they do kind of generally function as a unit. And of course you can see something like this on the Severn Valley Railway where they've got their 1400, and it does frequently run with the auto coach, and it looks superb running through there. That's just quite wonderful. I need to build a layout for this. Look at it go. I've got to say, it's running really nicely. Definitely needs a service, but I think that's going to be a really good loco. And I'm surprised how well it runs as well. I do know with these things that they're quite a long wheelbase, and there's not a lot of movement in any of that. So they don't like anything less than second radius. And is that? Oh, they're traction tyres. It's got traction tyres on it. Fair enough. But, you know, good little locomotive. I'm genuinely impressed with that. Thank you very much, Edward. So the next question is, and I'll let you guys have a gander on this, is the mainline thing going to run any better on an actual oval rather than shuttling back and forth? It did seem pretty knackered. Okay, well that's a good start, isn't it? Let's see what it does. Well, it's a bit lumpy. It's quite, in fact, very lumpy, but okay, well, it's a million times better actually going around there. And then I think this might just want a running in. I'm not sure. Right, let's just increase the speed up. Oh no, it's immediately derailed and hopped off at the front, but that's fine. We'll put it back on and see if it's there we go. Lumpy. Maybe it is something catastrophically wrong with it, because it does. Let's just go give it full power just and see if it gets any better by just, well, that's about 3/4 power. Well, that's notably improved. So if I had, say, a layout that's like 10 foot long, I could probably have this running along with an express train. Not that it's an express loco, but at higher speeds, it's okay. Whatever the problems with the mechanism are seem to kind of balance themselves out. And it has now thrown itself off the rails. And that's fine, but it's continuing along possibly happier as basically, well, actually it's only got the middle driving wheels on the line at the moment. But it does seem to be a lot happier running like that. So that's strange. There does seem to be something catching in there, so I don't know what it is. But there's definitely the sound of a dry motor, so that's something we can definitely address. But you know what? Actually, having given this a run for a little bit, it's running so much more happily than it was, isn't it? Look at that go. That's a much happier thing. Will it go backwards? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very smooth in reverse. Will it be straight? Is it possible that this just needed a good run? I mean, it's not perfect, and now it's stalled. Come back, you. And the I think that's just the fact the tender's come off and made resistance for it. Or no, it's just, it is now being awkward. Huh. Oh, and now it's back to being lumpy. What is wrong with this? I don't know. It's possible that I've got the axles are falling apart. It's possible the motor's burnt out. Or it's possible a host of other faults with it. Probably, yeah, the famous split chassis problem. But it could just be it needs a service. So let me know in the comments below what you think the problem is. Do you think I'm going to be lucky and it just needs a service? Or do you think it's more like the motor's burnt out or possibly the axles are gone, in which case it's going to be a showpiece to go sit in the siding. It does show promise though, doesn't it? I mean, running around the corner there, it's very smooth. I reckon we can salvage this one. I reckon we can get her running again. I think she's going to be fine. I don't know what the issue with it, but it's running a lot happier just being given this much of a run. Maybe it's what it needs. Just needs a good bit of running in. I think I'm going to give it a service first and just clean everything up. Then we're just going to leave it running in here for like half hour and see if it gets any better. Because that actually looks... I'm really excited by that. I think they're a glorious, glorious locomotive. And again, when this came out, when Mainline made this, it was amazing to have the daylight underneath the boiler. In fact, you can see underneath it, you can see the driving wheels on the other side. That was really advanced stuff. I can definitely hear a picture of dryness on the motor there, but compared to how it was when we got it and tried it on the straight bit, this is magnificent. It's running really well. Oh, I'm really quite happy with this. In fact, I'm very happy with this. That does seem to be going quite happily. This brake fan is terrible though. I've tried it a couple of times now and it just keeps hopping off, and I'm not sure why it hops off, but it's terrible. Oh, this is superb. Maybe it just needed somebody to love it. I mean, look at that. Put the auto coach behind it. Give it a train. See if that helps or hinders. Don't know. I'm so impressed. I'm genuinely so impressed. That looks very happy. Okay, well, I mean, it just goes to show, guys, that like all vehicles, model railway stuff likes being run. It doesn't like being stored, because look at that. I mean, that's practically fine. I think that is fine. That's totally acceptable. So there we go. We witnessed a rebirth tonight. Something that was absolutely awful and didn't want to run, and now is trundling along quite happily. I mean, I'm still going to give it a service. And the fact it keeps throwing itself off the rails, I mean, I know it's not tacked down here and we're still on quite tight track, but... Oh, okay, we'll just let that run. Let it be happy and run. That's fantastic. Definitely need some crew in there to hide the fact it doesn't have a back plate, but what a superb little locomotive. Oh, and now it's being lumpy again. No, it's back. Don't know about that one. Excited regardless, that's kind of cool. I'm very happy that it's seeming to want to run. What a superb little thing. Look at it go. It's a lovely looking model. These are both of them. Well, I mean, that's fine. That's totally fine. Totally 100% fine. Oh, wow. Well, I'm a happy boy. She's okay. That's okay. 2 more locos to my collection. So, okay, obviously I need to do something with the track because it obviously wants a proper layout to be on. But thank you very much, Edward. I'm very happy. These are both pretty happy locos. I mean, that's. I couldn't be much happier, actually. I am over the moon. So thank you very much. And guys, I really hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed opening stuff. I do love getting these packages and opening up and having no idea what's in it. I've got a load of scenic stuff now, so guys, give me some ideas of what you think I should do with it, apart from to build it out, like any ideas of what kind of scene I should make with the stuff I've got, because I've got quite a few ideas, but no idea yet. But let us know. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know if you think this is going to kind of improve after a service, or if it's dead. I've got high hopes for it now. And of course, join me in a big thank you to Edward, because it is very kind of him to donate me with stuff. And with that, guys, I'm going to continue just running this and see if it gets any better. And thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, how about clicking over there somewhere for the last edition of Lawrie Goes a Little Loco, or over on that side for Lawrie Goes Loco, the full-size version. It's died now. That was such a hive to end this video on, and now it's just stalled over there for no reason. Oh well. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.